Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today as we are in the midst of the international break and I hate it. I hate it, absolutely. I mean, what is going on? It's a horrific international break. Nothing's happening. Even the countries that I'm invested in, I'm like, well, these games don't mean a thing. Like, I'm really not bothered. I'm really not. Horrible international break. I don't know if it's the same for you. Let me know down below if you're thinking the same. But look, I can't wait for club football to come back because these games, even if you watch these games, like it's dire. It's dire. It's plain. It's bland. There's no seasoning. So, unreal. But we're going to get into the latest. And this one will be a good one because I think this is the one that's been requested by a few of you in the comments of yesterday's video asking me for my thoughts on Nkunku. So I'm going to give you that because we've got a couple of updates in relation to Nkunku. And there is some other things happening as well. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell on. The daily uploads will be here, don't worry. Unless nothing happens, then you won't hear from me. I'll be back the next day, basically. So let's get into it. Now, I wish I could show you these on screen, but I'm away, so I can't. Unless, well, I've got a screen here. Should I try and find a way to get tweets up on here, maybe? I ain't got the facilities for that right now, big man, so I'm not going to do that. Anyway, let's get right into it. So the latest on Nkunku, we've all heard. Actually, you know what? I'm going to sit down. Let's sit down for this. We've heard the rumours on Nkunku and that he might be looking for a way out. He's not happy. Now, I've not mentioned this. And I've not mentioned this because I saw the rumours pop up 2 or 3 days ago. And I'm like, there's nothing really concrete about this. I've got nothing to talk about. But now we're seeing top people, right, starting to actually address it. So I'm going to give you my thoughts. I'll let you know what I think, right? So, Fabrizio Romano has come out and said, at the moment, Chelsea are not entertaining talks with any club for Christopher Nkunku. That's all he has said. Not entertaining talks, which is fine. That's normal. It's not even close to January yet. I don't expect us to talk with anybody. We've got bigger fish to fry. We've got other things to think about, right? We're not going to be talking to other clubs and whatnot. What's the point? And then we got Ben Jacobs. Now, Ben Jacobs, and I don't really quote Ben Jacobs because he's been shown in the past to report things that are just not true. So I don't really like to go in that direction, but I'm going to mention it just for the sake of information, so you guys are aware, and I'll give you my thoughts, right? Whoever I show on screen or in these videos, it doesn't mean I agree with them. I show them just for the sake of the latest information that is going around, and then I give you my thoughts on it. Simple as that. So with Ben Jacobs, he has said, Chelsea aren't putting a price on Nkunku. Nkunku isn't unhappy because he knows he will get opportunities over the festive period, and if he does well, he will keep his place. Man United haven't inquired. Can I just address something? Nkunku doesn't have a place. That's just being truthful right now. Someone tell me that he's in the Premier League starting 11, where we all know he thinks he should belong. He's not there. So what place are you talking about here? This is the thing with Ben Jacobs. He's the ultimate PR machine for the club, so I don't really take him seriously. But to try and tell me that Nkunku isn't unhappy is a lie. But that doesn't mean, he wants out, he wants to be sold. No. You're a top-level footballer who was playing Champions League football before coming to Chelsea, who was bought for a good fee, who was meant to be one of the main players, and you're not in the starting 11 at the moment. Yeah, if I was you, I'd be unhappy. That's normal. That's fine. That's fine. I'd be more worried if you were happy. I'd be like, yo, do you not care? Like, that's where I'd be a bit concerned. But nah, Nkunku, if he's unhappy, I'm fine with that. That's not a problem, and he's fine with that, I'm sure. Not a problem. Does he want to fight for his place? I'm sure. But I don't believe... This is why I didn't mention Nkunku, and I didn't think it'd be too much of an issue up until now, and I think tonight's the moment where I think we've got to address it in the way that I think it actually is. I don't think Nkunku has control of the situation. It's not in his hands. Some would say, yeah, he could just train and fight for his place. It's not in his hands. I'll tell you why it's not in his hands. I don't think it's in his hands. I don't think it's in his hands because I don't think he fits in the Maresca system. So now we go back to recruitment. Well, Nkunku was the first signing. Actually, Nkunku was inquired about under Roman Abramovich. And then it was the new owners that actually got him through the door. Nkunku was the first signing this new ownership actually made, right? Literally just after they'd already got the club. Now we got Maresca. He doesn't fit. Let's be real. He doesn't fit. Is he a striker? No. Can he play as a 9? Well, he's not going to drop the actual number 9 that we've got right now, which is Nicholas Jackson, and the only number 9 that we've got right now, like the proper one. And Jackson isn't even playing rubbish. He's banged in a few goals. He's coming along nicely, I would say. He's not blockbuster, but he's not playing absolutely crap either. So to try and drop Jackson from Nkunku right now is a little bit foolish. But okay, Nkunku's not a striker, cool. Where does he play? As a 10? No one's dropping Cole Palmer. I'm not even going to say Nkunku. No one is dropping Cole Palmer. So, where's his place? Under Pochettino, he might have fit. Why? Because with Pochettino having 2 8s, right? Well, at that point, you can maybe think about involving Nkunku as maybe a more of an advanced 8 that comes into that sort of area, kind of like a 10, right? And the other 8 is more box-to-box and helps out defensively. We haven't got that. We don't do that. We're not going to drop our double pivot, and we sure as hell cannot drop our double pivot right now because we're already defensively exposed. We're already leaking 1 or 2 goals a game. You want to try and go to a single pivot, one number 6, we'll be leaking 4 goals a game. It's as simple as that. We can't do that. We can't do that. So, where does Nkunku fit? Tell me. I think we got enough wingers, so you're not going to replace Nkunku with any of them. And Nkunku can't play on the wing, let's just not. So where does he fit? Someone tell me, where does he fit? So it goes back to recruitment. Why did we get him in the first place? But, well, we didn't know we were getting Maresca. Well, it just goes to show everything's been very scattergun. Very, very scattergun, you know? A proper scattergun approach. We've not actually thought of this process correctly in terms of recruitment and gone with a one certain way that we know is going to work all the way to the end. We're trying to play the long-term game and we're messing up in the short term. How do you want to get to the long term? It's as simple as that. I'm talking in terms of recruitment. And there are some good buys. But what it's done is the way that we are set up now is alienate Nkunku. He's alienated. Which is why he's not playing. And he won't play. So, is he going to get into the starting 11? Is he going to get a place? Is he in Maresca's plans? Well, right now he fits Maresca, yeah, as a B team player. Yeah, absolutely, because he's of the level. He's of a better level. You stick him in the Conference League, he looks out of place. And even then, he's had some games where he's played a bit poor. It just doesn't fit. Which is why, to try and say he isn't unhappy is a lie. But that doesn't mean he wants to be sold right now. And I do believe there is a top player there. I do believe there is. But how are we going to fit him in? In what way? So I want to leave that question to you. Let me know down below. And then we'll see what happens towards January and towards next summer, all of that, because I believe clubs will be snooping around. He is a player of talent. We know what he can do on his day. And I just find it difficult in terms of who's getting dropped. Who's getting dropped. So, that's that. Let me know your thoughts down below. Now, in relation to Chelsea, that's basically it, really. Nothing else really happened. Robert Sanchez we spoke about yesterday. In other news, Paul Pogba. Here's Fabrizio Romano's official statement. Paul Pogba becomes a free agent. He's left Juventus, terminating the contract on a mutual agreement. Pogba will be able to join a new club with immediate effect, training from January 2025 and playing from March 2025. Don't even think about it. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Chelsea fans. Us. Don't. Don't even think about it. I know what you guys are like. Relax. Relax. Chill. I know some people are going to look at Pogba and go, oh, but we can get him for free. He's a free agent. Don't. Pogba, who's been inactive for the time that he's been inactive, he's not in his prime anymore. He won't be in his prime anymore. That's it. He's going to start that decline. It's as simple as that. Yes, he can maybe get you 1 or 2 games. Technical ability. He's definitely got technical ability, right? But the overall package, as a player, right, to try and maintain himself at the highest level and to be super consistent in terms of performances, I think that boat has sailed. That ship has long sailed, right? That's when Man United decided to go and get him back. That was the time when Pogba was hot. Now he's not just cold, he's frozen. Actually, there's only one cold player, and that's Cole Palmer. But you get the gist, right? He can offer you nothing right now. Done. Forget it. And again, what are you going to do? Get Pogba in, even though he's for free. Who you dropping? And then he's going to maybe what? You get maybe 1 or 2 seasons out of him, if you can even that. And then what? You're going to get rid of him? Or it's just, there's no point. There's no point to getting Pogba. There's just no point, right? We want top players. Go and get actual top players of now that you can really look at and go, yeah, no, this guy's going to kill it. Pogba, no. Game over. Game over for Pogba. Done. So, before people get carried away, because I know for a fact, there are some of you that are going, oh, Pogba. Relax your beans. Chill. But let me know, actually. Let me know. I mean, it's all opinion at the end of the day. Do you want him or not? If you do, let me know why. And if you don't, let me know why. And if you agree or disagree, let me know why. So, that's Pogba. I believe he'll be going to the MLS. Which is exactly where he should sort of go right now. That's it. Pogba's finished. Game over. So that's that. Now, moving on to other news before we end. Olympique Lyonnais. Lyon have been handed a provisional Ligue 2 relegation. It also includes a transfer ban due to their financial situation. You see, this is where Strasbourg... I don't know if Strasbourg were in financial difficulty. And I like Strasbourg and their fans overall. And I understand their message about why they're completely worried, why they want Bluco out. I get it. At first I ridiculed them. Later on I understood them. So I get it. But on a level, I don't know if they had any financial difficulty before they got bought out by Bluco. But if they did, there were rumours that the French clubs that were looking to get acquired were Strasbourg, Lyon, and I think there was someone else. And then they went with Strasbourg. They're probably maybe counting themselves a bit lucky tonight because Lyon are getting relegated. But anyway, Lyon. A club like Lyon getting relegated is insane. They were a proper full-out Champions League team. PSG, Lyon, Marseille, they were the guys. Monaco at times. If you're going all the way back in the day, Auxerre have disappeared. Where have Auxerre gone? Saint-Etienne. There were some top French teams. They've just been decimated. So, it is what it is. But, Lyon are heading down and they're in a bad way. So, Amrim has gone to Manchester United. He has landed, which is going to be interesting to see. So, after the international break... And I've just seen something as well. I've just seen something. I'm going, what? Hang on. Have I read this correctly? Is this real? What? Maresca has explained why he will continue playing Gusto as a 10. We think with Malo there playing as a 10, we can create problems to the opponent. He's doing fantastic. Malo is helping us a lot in terms of process because he's playing as a holding midfielder. He's playing in the pocket. He's playing at some moments as a central midfielder. For sure, Malo is doing well and he's going to continue in that way. I know he inverts, but that's taking the mick. I feel like... Okay, I'm baffed. On that one, I'm baffed. I understand that Malo Gusto moves forward, but to actually just try and qualify him as a 10... And to say, yeah, no, he should just stay there. That's it now. Like that's a bit crazy. Because Gusto right now in those offensive areas hasn't been delivering. Let's be honest, he hasn't. Normally his crossing is actually fantastic, but that's not playing as a 10. That's playing on the side. Overlapping and moving forward into those offensive areas is fine with me. Cutting in to help as an extra man for that defensive midfield is fine with me. But to try and push him all the way up to play as a 10... I'm gonna leave that with you because I think that's a bit bizarre. So let me know your thoughts. That could be another video for a different day. We'll see where this one is going. We'll see where it's going, and then we'll take it from there. So let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. And make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell on, hit the like button if you've enjoyed this. Don't forget, daily uploads as they can come from here. So make sure you guys are here, and I will catch all of you for a brand new one. See you lot tomorrow if I'm here for that, and if there's news, I'm sure there will be. I'll see you then. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. Take care, and peace.